Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the one and only Tribal Warrior YouTube channel. And of course I am the Tribal Warrior, and in today's video, as you see by the thumbnail and as you see by the title, we will be taking a look at my 2026 WWE Royal Rumble recap. So we'll be reviewing the entire show from start to finish. Obviously, we'll take a look at all four matches, talk about some moments, I already said moments. We're also going to talk about a future PLE that will be announced, and we're also going to talk about who the Royal Rumble winners will face. So we're going to do a little prediction on who I think the Royal Rumble winners will choose to face at WrestleMania. So obviously, the Royal Rumble is my favorite WWE PLE of the year. It's always so exciting. The mystery is always so fun. So even if the show was bad, I think I just always find it good either way. Just that anticipation of the mystery 30 competitors in both men's and women's Rumble. And something that made this show interesting as well is that how good every single match was, because it wasn't four boring matches. Each match had some obviously powerful and meaningful, and it was just four good, interesting, high stakes matches. And going into the show, you'll be like, oh wow, these matches will be good. So we're going to go through all four matches. We're going to talk about them. We'll dive into a couple of competitors who were in the Rumbles and see how good they done in it. We're going to talk about some moments, returns, debuts, blah blah blah. So obviously we're going to go in order of the show, so from start to finish. So that would mean we'll be kicking things off with the Women's Royal Rumble match. So let's get into things as we talk about the first premium live event of 2026, as it took place live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So the night kicked off with a wild Women's Rumble that never slowed down. The pop of the match came with the surprise return of Brie Bella. So obviously, of course, Brie Bella, we haven't seen her in a long time, looking right at home as she mixed it up with some of the new generation alongside her sister, Nikki Bella. After this entrant, number 30, Tiffany Stratton, made her return. Obviously, she got into that final three and had some great moments. NXT also showed out in a big way too. JC Jane, Kalani Jordan, Sol Ruka, and Lola Vice all had standout moments, with Ruka's athleticism especially turning heads. The field was stacked, the pace was quick, and the final stretch felt unpredictable. In the end, it came down to the final three: Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, and an amazing Sol Ruka. Can we just talk about Sol Ruka for a second? She should be at WrestleMania this year. She should be a future world champion. She is so amazing. Her finisher, the Soul Snatcher, probably my favorite finisher in the WWE right now. It is so good. She's so athletic. She's so amazing. She's so bright, and I just can't wait until she gets to the main roster. And she really did deserve to be in that final three in which she was in. All of them, Tiffany, Liv, and Ruka, all showed raw emotion and grit as Liv Morgan ultimately won the Royal Rumble match, punching her ticket to WrestleMania. Maybe some may say the defining moment of this match was Brie Bella returning or so Ruka, but some may say Liv eliminating her own Judgment Day partner, Raquel Rodriguez, a decision that, shocked the crowd and may have shattered their friendship. Liv stood tall, but determined. This was her moment, and she took it. She really did deserve that. But obviously, that turning point and big talking point is her turning on Raquel Rodriguez. Some say, oh yeah, she did not turn at her at all. Others would say, yeah, that was definitely a turn. But look, I don't think it's a turn where, oh my god, we're not friends anymore, I hate you. Liv is just playing by the rules. Liv is just playing by the rules that every woman for herself. So Rodriguez should have expected it. So I don't think it's a big turn. I don't think it's going to split nothing in half. However, I do see this building to a match at WrestleMania. I'll talk about that a little later on, but I do feel like it's not the end of the Raquel Rodriguez versus Liv Morgan rivalry. Um, let's actually go through all 30 entrants, because I do have all 30 entrants. So we kicked off things with entrant number 1, Charlotte Flair, who had an amazing Rumble, and then entrant number 2, Alexa Bliss, which was amazing. A lot of people were predicting that, actually, and once I heard Charlotte come out, I knew entrant number 2 was going to be Alexa, and I was so hyped for that. But they didn't really have much action. They were just teasing it, just messing around, but we didn't get any proper turn. Then number 3 came, we had Kiana James. Number 4, Nia Jax, followed by Ivy Nile, NXT's Lola Vice, Candice LeRae, Jordan Grace, Becky Lynch, the amazing Sol Ruka, Roxanne Perez, Maxine Dupree, then Natty. Now, not Natalia, it's Natty, people. I cannot wait for this new version of Natalia, but correction, it's Natty. 14 was Liv Morgan, so she entered from 14, lasted the whole way, and won the Rumble. Then we had Lash Legend, who had an amazing Rumble, by the way. I think she got the most eliminations. I don't have the status on that for either Rumble, but she had an amazing, amazing Rumble. Then we had Selena Vegas, number 16, Raquel Rodriguez, 17, followed by Chelsea Green, Julia, Io Sky, Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Bailey, JC Jane, Nikki Bella, Lara Valkyria, Kalani Jordan, Kairi Sane, and then the final 2, Brie Bella and Tiffany Stratton. So all of those women had great matches, great moments. Some of them obviously more than others, but everyone really showed out in this match. And this match was probably one of my favorites of the night. It was really, really good. The Iron Woman of this match, the woman who lasted the longest, was Charlotte Flair. Charlotte won the Royal Rumble in 2025 last year. She had a great Rumble last year and an amazing Rumble this year. She lasted 59 minutes and 49 seconds. An amazing, amazing work from her. She entered number 1 and lasted all the way just nearly to the end, almost lasting a whole hour in the match. So an amazing Rumble. Huge congratulations to Liv Morgan. She definitely deserves it, and I do feel like she will be on Monday Night Raw this week, so can't wait to see her celebration of our 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan. Then we got to this match. Now, in a way, I was excited for this match, but really scared and nervous, because obviously this match was kind of less about spectacle and more about legacy and emotion. It was Gunther going 1-on-1 against AJ Styles. So a couple of weeks ago, AJ Styles basically defeated Gunther. He made him tap out, but the referee did not see. Therefore, Gunther, obviously after the referee was looking, he took out AJ and won the match. So everyone was saying AJ was meant to win. Oh, it's rigged. And of course, AJ said that himself, which led to AJ saying, I want a rematch, I want a rematch. And Gunther says, yeah, you can have your rematch, only on one condition. You have to put your career on the line. And of course, AJ, the fighting man he is, he accepted. So we then got the match made official. Gunther versus AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble on January 31st. But if AJ Styles lost the match, he would have to retire from the WWE. So then we got to the Royal Rumble. AJ Styles, he came out to a thunderous ovation, and from the opening lockup, you could feel the weight of the moment. Gunther wrestled with brutal precision, as he always does, but AJ refused to back down, pulling out flashes of OG Styles that reminded everyone just how special he is and how special he's been for over 2 decades. And of course, he made his WWE debut 10 years ago at the Royal Rumble. Ultimately, unfortunately, Gunther put away AJ Styles after a grueling emotional war. As the reality set in that this loss meant AJ Styles must retire, the arena fell silent before erupting into a long, heartfelt standing ovation for the former 2-time WWE champion, 1-time Intercontinental champion, 3-time United States champion, 2-time TNA champion, and won so many other championships all over the world, including Japan. So unfortunately, AJ Styles has now retired. The big talking point from this match was actually after the match, when he put the gloves down on the mat, which he didn't actually. So he was teasing to put the gloves on the mat, but he didn't actually. He put them back on and done his little signature hand gesture, meaning a lot of people have been suggesting, I don't think AJ Styles is done forever. I just think he's done with the WWE, and I do see that happening. I do see him leaving the WWE and going somewhere else. Just, of course, there are so many dream matches all over the world. Of course, he can always go back to Japan, but I don't see that happening. I see him going back to where he was built, TNA. But a lot of people are throwing out suggestions for AEW as well. So I don't know. Is AJ Styles done with wrestling completely? He most likely 100% will never wrestle again in the WWE, but will he wrestle anywhere else? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on that, because I don't know, I want to find that out. It'd be interesting to see where he goes, and the matches he will have will be amazing. So yeah, thank you AJ for an amazing tenure here in the WWE, and nothing much to say other than hashtag thank you AJ. Now, up next, our third match. So look at that photo there of Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn. Mad stuff. Yeah, amazing photography and great work from the cameraman. But it was the WWE Championship on the line. The Scottish Warrior defending the title in his first championship defense since winning it on January 9th against Cody Rhodes. He was defending it against the hero of Riyadh, Sami Zayn. In front of a loud and passionate crowd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Sami Zayn was treated like a hometown hero, and he fought like one too. Sami threw everything he had at Drew McIntyre, steering together near falls that had the building biting on every kick out. His heart and resilience made it feel like an upset was genuinely possible. But of course, the Scottish Warrior, the Beast, proved once again why he's champion. Weathering the storm, Drew McIntyre caught Sami Zayn with two decisive claymores to retain the WWE Championship. This match was another great match, the third match in, and yeah, all these matches were just really good, banger after banger after banger. So yeah, nothing much to talk about this match, just a simple one-on-one match for the WWE Championship. They gave this match to Sami Zayn because, of course, it was in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and he deserved to get that win, so we can put this little feud to sleep. I'm not saying it will reopen in the future. It could. It's potential, but I just don't see it continuing on any longer. It's just this one-time thing, I'd say. So, yeah, congrats to Drew McIntyre. Well done to Sami Zayn on an amazing match. But the Scottish Warrior retains in front of an amazing crowd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Then before we got to our main event, we had a little announcement. Just thought this would be worth to talk about. We're not going to talk about this long, literally a little 30-second thing. However, Triple H announced this earlier in the day, and I actually had no clue about this until the Royal Rumble. I only found out at the Royal Rumble. So, this announcement was made. So at the Royal Rumble, the WWE announced, of course, Triple H did earlier in the day, that the WWE will host WWE BackLash on May 9th in Tampa, Florida. So, yeah, just a little something to talk about. This will be the first WWE PLE after WrestleMania, so taking place in May. So mark your calendars for Saturday, May 9th, live from Tampa, Florida. That's literally it. Don't have to talk much more about that. Sure, it'll be an interesting show. Most matches will probably be the fallout of WrestleMania 41. Sorry, 42 we're on now. So, yeah, that's that. Let's move on to our main event, though. So, main event time. And the main event was pure chaos. The way this thing started had some people crying, some people laughing. I don't know. I was so shocked. I had jaw dropped for about 10 minutes straight after this happened. So, Obafemi entered at number 1, which that alone was shocking. Only for entrant number 2, Braun Breaker, to be shockingly attacked by a masked man, who potentially is Austin Theory, Seth Rollins. Maybe Austin Theory is working with Seth Rollins, but some people are throwing out names like Finn Balor, who thinks he deserves a spot in the Rumble, which he didn't get. So a stunned Braun Breaker barely made it into the ring before Obafemi eliminated him. Did you hear that? Eliminated him in under 10 seconds. Braun Breaker eliminated in under 10 seconds. Let's just point out the fact, I thought Braun Breaker was going to win the Rumble. No, they decided to eliminate him in under 10 seconds. That might have been shock of the night. Shock of the night is Braun Breaker getting eliminated in less than 10 seconds. That is jaw-dropping, insane, which just set the tone for an unhinged Royal Rumble. Just Crazy stuff. So, add in jaw-dropping appearances from AAA stars Mr. Iguana and La Parca, plus the impressive debut of Royce Keys. So, of course, Powerhouse Hobbs, he was originally under the name where he is signed with the WWE and now under the name Royce Keys. Cannot wait to see what he can do. We also got the return of LA Knight. Feel like no one's talking about that because I don't think Triple H even cares about LA Knight anymore. When it was all said and done, it was Gunther who entered number 30, Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton remaining in the final 3. Ultimately, the OTC, the Tribal Chief, outlasted everyone, reclaiming his throne by winning the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble match, and officially locking in his path to WrestleMania. Reigns pointed to the sign with purpose. Roman isn't chasing history anymore. He is history, so the real question is, who will he face at WrestleMania? That will be a bit of a tricky one because a lot of people are saying, oh, he's going to go after CM Punk. But don't get me wrong, I would love to see Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. So I'd like to see that happen, but my prediction will probably be Roman Reigns versus... No, actually. No, I'm going to say... I'm locking it in. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. That's the direction I think I'm going, because at WrestleMania I see CM Punk defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the winner of Elimination Chamber, which would then be Braun Breaker. So that's how I see things setting up. So, bit of an interesting one. In terms of the Women's Rumble, who will Liv Morgan choose? I feel like she's going to go after Stephanie Vaquer. However, we have a World Championship match announced for Raw. Stephanie Vaquer defending against Raquel Rodriguez. So, big shocker. I do feel like Raquel Rodriguez will win the World Heavyweight Championship on Monday Night Raw. So that will be amazing. It will be huge. So after Raquel wins, Liv will then choose Raquel. And then that is when we will get the Raquel Rodriguez versus Liv Morgan match at WrestleMania. So now to go through all 30 entrances of the Men's Royal Rumble. So of course we talked about entrant number 1, Obafemi, followed by entrant number 2, Braun Breaker. Then we got to number 3, which was Solo Sikoa, then Rey Mysterio, then the return of Rusev. We got Matt Cardona, entrant number 6, Damian Priest, then Javon Evans. We'll talk about him in a minute. He done an amazing job in the Rumble. We had number 9, Mr. Iguana from AAA. Then we had Trick Williams, Cody Rhodes, El Grande Americano. And then we got the original Grande Americano at entrant number 13, the return of the OG Americano. So, welcome back, Chad Gable. Welcome back, well, allegedly, Chad Gable. But yeah, welcome back to the original El Grande Americano. Then we got the debut of Royce Keys at entrant number 14. Then we had Austin Theory at entrant number 15, who was rumored to be the mystery attacker who attacked Braun Breaker. Then number 16, we had another member of the Division. It was Bronson Reed. Then 17, Ilya Dragunov, followed by La Parca from AAA, Dragon Lee, Logan Paul, LA Knight, Brock Lesnar, The Miz, Rey Fenix. Oh, and then number 25. Entrant number 25, Jey Uso, the Yeet Man. Brock Lesnar got eliminated, by the way, during Jey Uso's entrance. Jey Uso was yeeting in the crowd, and then Brock Lesnar got eliminated. Do you know how crazy that is? It's, yeah. Anyways, number 26, Roman Reigns, who then slapped the absolute crap out of Jey, which was lovely. Then 27, Jacob Fatu, Penta, Randy Orton, and number 30, Gunther. Great match. As I mentioned, we're going to switch back to Javon Evans. We talked about Charlotte Flair and how she was the Iron Woman in the women's match. In the men's match, the Iron Man was Javon Evans, clocking in at almost 41 minutes. He got 40 minutes and 58 seconds. So an amazing Rumble for him. So honestly, they are all 4 matches. They were absolutely amazing. So many great moments, and a lot of people hate on this show, and you'll see in a minute why I think people hate on the show. But I thought it was great. But let's dive a little more deeper into my ratings and your guys' ratings of this show. So I put out this tweet on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, now known as X. So I said, what did you think? What did you rate the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble Riyadh PLE? I got 20 votes, and here are the results. So 55% of you rate it from 0 to 3. Now that means 0 to 3 out of 10, so that is shocking. 15% of you said 4 to 6. Another 15% of you guys said 7 to 9. And then 15% of you said it was an amazing 10 out of 10. So I'm so shocked. The majority, 55%, said that you rated it between a 0 out of 10 and a 3 out of 10. That is despicable. That's amusing me. I'm actually so shocked that we even got anyone in that 0 to 3 category. Now, as I mentioned, the Royal Rumble is always my favorite event. I love the anticipation, I love the mystery, so maybe I was a bit biased. I always do love the Royal Rumble. Like in my in 2025 last year, a lot of people hated on the Rumble, but I loved it. And then again this year, so obviously I might favorite a little bit, but in fairness, it wasn't even that bad. I don't think it was that bad. Even if I didn't like the Royal Rumble event, like, I would not rate it anywhere between 0 and 3. Speaking of what I would rate it, I rated the show a 9 out of 10. I rated it a 9 out of 10. And to be honest, it would have been a 10 out of 10 if the men's Rumble was booked a little bit better. I think kind of if Braun Breaker didn't get eliminated, and if the whole Brock Lesnar and Jey Uso thing didn't happen, then it might have been a 10 out of 10 for me. So, I don't know. What was my match tonight? My match of the night was the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble. I love the Women's Royal Rumble. It was such a great special night. Such an amazing match, some great moments, and I'm really excited to see the fallout of the entire Royal Rumble, especially the women's match, because it was so good. But yeah, some talking points coming from the Royal Rumble. We had the Brie Bella return in the Women's Royal Rumble. I wonder if she's going to stick around, or maybe it was a one-time thing. Huge well done to Sol Ruka, an amazing performer. Charlotte Flair, Iron Woman. Liv Morgan winning the Rumble. Congrats to her. AJ Styles retiring, which was shocking. Thank you, AJ Styles, an amazing career. Drew McIntyre retaining over Sami Zayn. We got BackLash announced for May 9th in Tampa, Florida. We got the men's Royal Rumble match. Braun Breaker eliminated in under 10 seconds by Oba Femi, which was shocking after he got attacked by a mystery man. A great Royal Rumble match. Oba, of course, as I mentioned, coming into the Rumble, amazing stuff. The debut of Royce Keys, the original Grande Americano returned. We got Mr. Iguana and La Parca from AAA. We got the return of LA Knight, some other moments in the Rumble. Of course, Gunther would later on enter in number 30. So, yeah, overall good Rumble. In my predictions video, my most recent video before this, I did predict the show. I predicted for Liv Morgan to win the Women's Royal Rumble match. I did get that correct. I predicted for Drew McIntyre to retain the WWE Championship. I did get that correct. And I also predicted for Gunther to retire AJ Styles, which I did get correct. However, I did get the match between all three men incorrect. I did predict the men's Royal Rumble wrong, because I predicted for Braun Breaker to win it. I was completely wrong. Can't believe he got eliminated in 10 seconds. If you were to tell me he was going to get eliminated in 10 seconds, I was like, just stop lying to me. Like, there's no point. And yeah, he did. Shocking stuff. But congratulations to Roman Reigns. So I rate the show a 9 out of 10. Let me know what you thought down below in the comment section. Hope everyone enjoyed the show. And yeah, that's all I really got for you guys. I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, until then, stay tribal and thanks for watching.